Hey, what's up? Improvement Warrior, Jason Yan back with you again. Welcome to the next video in the sleep challenge, sleep series. Today we are going to be talking about lights and some other stuff. Blue blockers, blue light spectrum is the big thing that I'm going to cover here. So blue light spectrum, it can be coming off of your phone, can be coming off your iPad, can be coming off your television, your computer, the lights outside. I mentioned in a previous video the street lights and the new halogen lights are some of the biggest offenders for blue light spectrum these days. And they trigger our daytime hormones, so cortisol in particular, which is our stress hormone. It should be going down as the day goes on. And also it triggers our energy. So our energy is supposed to be waning down as the nighttime, as the sun sets and we're getting ready for bed. But if we're exposed to too much blue light spectrum, then the cortisol will come up and the energy will come up. And that's not a good thing when we're trying to get to sleep. So it shuts down, confuses the body's natural sleep pattern, which we don't want. So we want to get into as normal a rhythm, as normal a routine as we possibly can in order to get the best sleep that we possibly can and to get into the deep REM, deep recovery sleep that we need to actually recover. Okay? So there's a blue light test that you can do to actually see blue light coming from your phone or whatnot. So when you do set the room as dark as possible, you can take your phone, turn it on, and just let it sit and then walk away. You can do this with your iPad as well and walk away. You'll see several different colors, but the main color that should be emitting from that is going to be blue light, and that just shows what is going on, and that's the light we want to avoid the most, is the blue light spectrum, because that's the one messing up the hormones and causing the melatonin to go down, cortisol to go up, all that stuff. Okay, so there was a research study done at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, and the study compared people who read at night on their iPads versus people who just read regular books, and the study was pretty profound. So the people that read on their iPads, they had shorter REM cycles, so they still got into REM, but they were not able to maintain it and stay in that state. So the longer we can stay in it, the better sleep we're going to get. They took longer to fall asleep. They felt less sleepy at night. So when they're getting ready to bed, they didn't feel as sleepy. Okay, less melatonin production, or less melatonin was produced, and they felt more tired the next day compared to the people that just read regular books. Okay? And it is possible that we could possibly be addicted to this technology. So our phones, iPads, these are relatively brand new things, and televisions as well. I mean, it's been less than 100 years. So the television was created in 1940, 1950s. Okay? So it's been way less than 100 years. And these devices can basically cause bad things to happen. So we have neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin. Dopamine is attached to pleasure and energy and wakefulness. And serotonin is the opposite. So it's kind of like a more mellow mood. But when we're attached to our phones, attached to technology, so we get notifications that somebody commented, somebody liked something, we get email notifications, we get text notifications, that could trigger a dopamine response, which could interfere with your sleep. So you can have the notifications on during the day, that's fine, but as you're winding down, set some type of rule, set some type of cutoff time where you're shutting off the notifications. So that's not going to be an issue. So set a rule for bedtime. 90 minutes before bed, no electronics. or 90 minutes before bed, no electronics, no notifications, anything like that. Okay, the notifications, I mean, it's not life or death type of stuff. Okay, so set a rule for that. Is it going to happen every night? No. And I mean, it's just like nutrition. You're going to mess up on it. Okay, every once in a while. Don't be too hard on yourself. All right, this is a lifestyle, and we just need to adjust with our lifestyle, because certain things are always going to come up. And so yeah, yesterday was, for me, it was the Super Bowl last night, and so I was watching the Super Bowl all the way up until 10, 11 o'clock. Okay, so set rules. Try to stick with those rules as best that you can in terms of this technology, because it could be interfering with everything that we're trying to accomplish with sleep. And the one thing with the phone and with the iPad and with the computers is that companies are becoming aware. So I have an Android, and I know it's on the iPhone as well. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it here, but when I open up the main, where are we? Main screen. So this, where's my finger? Hard to do here. So right here is a blue light filter. So this is really hard to do. Okay, so if I push it, I turn it off, and I'm going to try to do it here. Hold on. Shoot. There. You see the screen just changed a little bit, so it just cut the blue light out. And I keep this on all day long. There. See? Changing colors. So it's basically just taking the blue light out of the phone, and Apple iPhone has one as well. You just scroll into your things and your settings, and then that should come up. And then I also have another app on here called Twilight that I keep right here. It's the big pause button, so I can pause it or play it, and another blue light filter will come on. So it basically screams the thing. But I keep it on all day long, so that way I don't forget it. But with Twilight, you can set the settings where come on at a certain time, come off at a certain time. Okay, but that's one thing that you can do. iPad has that as well. With computers, there's an app that I use called Flux. It's F.Lux. Okay, and you can put that on your computer for free, and you can set the time for when you want it to wake up and when you want it to go to sleep. So it's pretty cool. And with Flux, you can basically set different preferences, and you can disable it at any time. So if something's going on where you need to be on your computer, I understand life happens. There's always going to be time. I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm going to be on my computer at night. But this is one thing that can seriously help you in terms of the technology stuff. And I believe they have stuff that you can do to your TV, but I don't have that, so I'm going to show you the blue blocking glasses here. Let me go get my blue blockers. 4 pairs. And so I take this stuff seriously. Okay. So these were my first pair. These are the original blue blockers, so they actually have the blue blocker thing written on them. So the you can get the blue blockers. I got them on Amazon, and it's blueblocker.com. It's spelled BLU blocker.com. So you just put these on. Okay. This I don't like as much because it's very dark. So I can't really see, especially when I have the amber lights on. And that's another thing I need to show you here in this lesson. Okay, But I have these on, and it's hard to see, but they do an awesome job. The other thing I don't like is that I can see out of the corners of my eyes, so my peripheral vision can still see outside. The ones that I do like better, but I mean they're still good, and they'll still do the job for sure. These are actually my favorite. So these are just orange construction glasses, UVEX, UVEX. So they're just orange construction glasses. I can see a lot better, a lot clearer, and they've got the things on the side where they block my peripheral vision. Okay. And I used to have 2 pairs of these, so I'm trying to get my daughter and wife on board with these. My wife occasionally will do it, but she's not consistent. Daughter, we try and get consistent every single day. So, and then this one was recommended by Dr. Mercola, and these actually block more blue light than the orange glasses, but it's like kind of like this one where I can't see as well, but I can see better in these than this one. So these are just red construction glasses, and they have the side thing as well. Okay, so the red ones are the best at blocking the blue light, and there's all kinds of websites and blogs and stuff like that saying this one's best, this one's best. There's actually, so I mean this is like $15. This one is like 8 to 10. The red ones are, I think, we're 15. Okay, but they're relatively very cheap, and I mean you can just go to Lowe's, ask for orange construction glasses, get them there. These ones, I don't know how much they are, but it was given to me as a gift. Come on. So this is more for just general. Okay, so they just look like normal glasses, but just an orange tint. And I'll actually wear these out when the sunset goes down, or when I'm on an airplane and need to cut the light and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool stuff. And so those are the blue blockers. Then highly recommend getting them. I'll put links down below where you can get those. So my Amazon links. So I do get a little bit of a kickback with that. And so blue or orange fluorescent lights is the last thing. So if you can see there, I've got an orange fluorescent bulb, and the other one is empty, and the other one is white. Steven Spielberg needs to take some directing classes from me. So, orange and white, and basically I turn them on. So this is my office that I'm in. So whenever the sun goes down, I'm working late, I'll turn that on, and this one doesn't come on too often because I've got these 2 giant windows that give me nature light. Sunlight is the best. We'll talk about that in a future episode. So I've got that in my office. This is my daughter's room here. So she's got that. Jeez. It's hard to do, this camera work. So she's got that big window. She's got this main light that we can turn on. But when we're getting ready to bed, this is her lamp. Okay? Orange light. So this is actually an amber light bulb. Okay? And these kind of lights are actually better. So this is I believe it's called the halogen light, better than the LED lights, because they are finding that there's just some bad chemicals inside of those. So if you can get these ones, incandescent, and then there's also LED, and I forget what are those called? I'll take it out. So I am in the process of switching all of these out. CFLs. So CFLs and LEDs are not as good because they're finding that certain stuff is inside of these. And if these break, it's basically like you want to get away as far as possible away, because it's like a hazmat kind of incident. Mercury and all kinds of chemicals shoot out and everything. So that was my office, my daughter's room. This is the guest bathroom. So we just always keep the orange light on because we don't need too much light to go to the bathroom in here. And then we got a normal light and a normal light. Okay. So that's bathroom 1. And then this is my wife's and I's regular bathroom. So we got one light switch turns on the regular light. Okay, we don't really use that too much because we do have the big nature light behind us. And then one other one. So we got everything unplugged, all the blue light bulbs, and we just got the orange light bulbs in there. Okay. And then if we do need some more light, we will screw those in. So when I'm shaving, I need a little bit more light to see and do that. And then we've got lamps inside of this room. So it's orange light. That one's an orange light. And then above we've got the blue light one. So the white lights that you find all over the place, so that emits a blue light. So it just takes some planning and rethinking to get that stuff out of your life. Here we've got I don't know if you can see it, this one's orange, this one's blue light, this one's orange, this one's empty, and then that's another blue light. So usually at night, blue lights are on, okay, and then when I come home, I usually just flip them into orange. Okay. And then same thing over there. You can probably see the orange on there. We've got, it's just a 3-prong one, 2 lights, 2 oranges, 1 blue. And then got another bathroom there. Same thing. We always keep the orange lights on. And yep, that's it as far as our orange or amber lights. You can also do red lights. So red, orange, amber is the type of lights that you want to be looking for. But I'll put links down below or somewhere where you can get those in the group as well. That is it. That's the end of this lesson. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Sorry about the audio not hooking up, but don't forget to get those apps. Apply the blue light filter on your phone and pads and whatever. Stay strong, stay positive, be the improvement warrior.